Hey, good Sunday morning to y'all. Games and coffee in the house. Still feels early. It's not that early, but it feels a little early. Um, it is about 8:15, and we are going to be playing Scorn. Scorn. Scorn just came out for Game Pass this past Friday. It just came out Friday, Thursday, Friday. It came out Friday. I forgot what day it was momentarily. Uh, the weekend goes too fast, right? So, but we're playing Scorn today. It's a interesting, like cyber horror themed adventure puzzle game with some like fighting elements. I guess originally I thought it was a shooter like Doom, but it's not like Doom. It's it's very interesting, very atmospheric, creepy as all hell, and I think it's gonna be a good one to check out today. So let me see. Let me double check our little. Okay, it's good. And then let me get the party started here on TikTok, and then we'll dive in. Turn that up a little bit. All right. We'll give people a minute to join. This game, I started playing it the other day just to see what it was like. That's how I figured out it wasn't like Doom, I was kind of hoping it was like Doom, but like a lot creepier. But it's okay. I mean, I think what it is seems pretty cool. Graphics are just amazing. Like they really do look impressive. Like we're finally getting into, I think, the part of next gen. Now it's current gen that is starting to look next gen. Like finally, the games are starting to look the way they should. You know, when system generations, console generations cross over, there's always a period of time where they barely look better than the last generation. And then you have a compounding problem this generation where a lot of the games are still being made to be cross gen. So they're made to play on the old systems and have enhancements on the newer systems. But you got to think that they're probably mainly built around the older systems. So, anyway, Scorn looks freaking amazing. We're playing Scorn today on Xbox. And, I have a walkthrough pulled up in case we get stuck because when I started playing this the other day, I started playing on Friday, of course, when it came out. And it can be very obtuse and not very clear kind of what the hell you're supposed to do. So, in any case, let's dive in here and you'll see what I mean. It's cool though. It is very cool. Let's do a new game. Yes, we do. Let's overwrite this and start over. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just. And that's not a movie, I don't think. Hard to tell. But you'll see, the game engine itself looks very impressive. For anyone joining on TikTok, yeah, we're going through Scorn. I don't know if Scorn's available on PS4. If anybody knows and can put in the comment, that'd be great. I don't know. Given its visual fidelity, I don't know. My guess would be no, but it'd be great if anyone knows. If you could let me know, that'd be great. Because my assumption is this is just next gen. From the way it looks and everything, my assumption is this is a purely next gen game. All right, let's see here. Got this door. Just makes like it just like squeezes at you, like it's like it doesn't give you a ton of hints. But like I love the look of it. Like the atmosphere is very creepy, very cool. Got this big round circular room here. But the entire vibe is pretty neat. Although, let's see here. There we go. It's cool. Got a door over here. Let's check this out. Okay, let's go this way. No confirmation date yet for PS4 release. Yeah, I don't know. I hope if they can't do it right, I hope they don't release it. And if they can do all this on PS4 and Xbox One, I will be damn impressed. But it's possible. I mean, I've seen them work magic before. You remember Titanfall for the Xbox 360? I never thought that'd be possible. And then I tried it. Even Elden Ring on the older systems. I mean, I thought it was impressive. I played both just to see what it was like, and I thought they did an impressive job. Let's see, here's a little panel. Let's see what we can do here. Wrong way. Other side. Yeah, I need something else first. Yeah, I think I need the, I need something else. Let's see what's over here. There's a creepy chair. Let's see. See something through there. Let's go over here. Oh, here, what's this? Oh, I think this is what I need, yeah. Oh, good. That's not creepy at all. Man. Alright. Now I think I can go back here. There we go. There we go. Got that open. Okay, let me out. How do I get out? Oh my god. Let me out. Am I missing something? How do I get out of this damn thing? Ooh, I look pretty creepy. Cool, I can see your whole body though. That's not common. Usually, all you can see is your arms and your feet. But I can't go anywhere. Am I missing something? I'm stuck. What the hell? This is the game, folks. You open the door and you just stand here till you die. How do I get out? There's only so many buttons on the controller. Like, seriously. Is that a glitch? Because I can't get out. I don't remember it being that hard to get out when I first... Hold on. 1 second. How the hell do I get out of this thing? Yeah. Well, yeah. Wait for it to fully open and then remove your arms from the panel. I would like to. But he's not removing. Okay. Well, this appears to be a problem. Let's see what we got here. Aim, run, move, fire, heal, remove arms from contraption. We have that setting? I think that's a glitch. I think that's got to be a glitch. Oh, good God. Come on. We just started. That's not a good sign. Okay. Let's try this again. Do I have my arm thing? Let's see if I have my arm thing. I do. Okay, good. Okay, dude, put your arms in there. Look how it moves, though. Isn't that cool? Okay. Alright, let's do this again. Open that. Okay. Okay, it must be me, because I don't... What the hell? I don't... How do I get out of this thing? This is weird. I've never had this... I may have to switch to another game, man. I don't know what's going on here. Like, I played through this part before, and I don't remember having these struggles getting out of the contraption. Like, nothing I push is doing anything. And it did it again. That's the weirdest part. Like, I thought resetting it would stop it from glitching. But it's doing the same thing. That's so weird. We're glitching out here, folks. We're glitching out. I can't get out of the damn contraption. I don't know why. Hello? Some comments were filtered to protect the community's experience. Yeah, thanks. That's so weird. What is this thing doing? Well, let's see. I mean, this should not be this hard. I am positive of that because I've already done this part before. I just restarted so we could watch from the beginning. I don't remember getting stuck. I can't do anything. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on with this game. Well, I didn't get very far, so let's just do new game. We're going to try this once more, and if it doesn't work, we're just going to chalk it up to it not working. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if it's... Well, the problem is I already played through this section, and I don't... It didn't do that. So, because it didn't do it the first time, I think it's just a glitch. It didn't happen to me the first time. I had no problem getting out. It wasn't even a consideration, like... Okay, we're back in the hole. Back in the hole. Alright. So for anyone just joining, we're playing Scorn. The game glitched out when I first started it, and I got stuck in one of the puzzles. I'm pretty sure it glitched because I couldn't move. Like, I couldn't do anything. So we're restarting, trying it again, and seeing if it doesn't glitch this time. It could just be me, but I don't think it's just me because I played through it before the stream and it worked fine. So that's why I don't think it's just me. But still, the atmosphere of the game is really cool. I can appreciate the fact that it's like an action puzzler kind of game. Part of me wishes it were just a straight up like Doom or Quake type game with horrible monsters and just shooting them all and less puzzling, but it is very cool. Okay, so we go this way. And the sound is very ambient. So hopefully you guys can hear it on TikTok, but it is very ambient sound. It's not very dynamic or loud or like on the regular. Okay, going through here. Okay, let's try this again. So we need to first go over here and get this creepy whatever the hell this is. Alright. We got our creepy contraption here. We got a big door. And if we go over here, we have the controls to open the giant creepy door. And this is where I got stuck before, so let's cross our fingers and I don't get stuck again. Okay, so we first have to unlock the door. And then we go over here and we move the door. Okay. Okay, it might just be me. Why do I not remember how to get out of this? Oh my god. Let's see. Aim, run, move. Cancel. I mean, I'm pushing like everything. Like, okay, there we go. Finally. Perfect. Oh shit, move. 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 Oh man. Okay, we got out. Oh, good lord. Maybe I said to hold it down. Maybe it's one of those lovely games where you have to hold instead of just pressing. Pretty cool atmosphere though. The graphics they look really good. We have weird creepy chair. Okay, let's see what else is here. Who can go up here? I can go up here, but I... Oh, right here. Here's something. Ah. Oh, some kind of like track? Oh, I see. That connects it. That's connected. This is connected? Connected, kind of. I mean, I don't know if it's in the right track, but... So it comes there, goes around. I think that's right. There we go. Alright, cool. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I think that was my fault originally. I just needed to hold down the cancel button. Which I did the first time apparently and forgot this time, but whatever. It's okay. Let's see. So... Maybe I need to do something else first. Let's do it again. Oh, it looks like it's reaching up for something that isn't there yet. Got it. Okay. Exit creepy machine. Let's see over here. What do we got over here? This is something else. Oh, and then the track is right here. See the track? Those are the pieces I was moving. Let's see where the track goes. Maybe that'll tell me what it is we're doing here. So I moved the thing there. The track is over here. Let's see where this goes. Track goes over here to this thing. I was guessing it's supposed to bring something over here, maybe? Yeah. I think it's supposed to bring something over here. And then I'm guessing once I brought it over here, yeah, then I can like move it, I think, probably. Yeah, I think so. That track is important, so I'm guessing. Let's see what's over here. What's this? What is this? Oh, an elevator. Alright. This game is Scorn. Just came out on Xbox Game Pass for Series X and S. I assume it was released for retail and a lot of other systems as well. But it just got released on Game Pass Friday. Let's see what's here. I thought originally it was a game more like Doom or Quake, but it's more of like it's almost more of a puzzle game. Okay, so it grabs something there. Huh. And then a whole bunch of mechanisms over here. I mean, I see a few of those pod creepy things have lights on them. Apparently you can move these. Okay. Move this up. I mean, the ones with lights on it, I think it's pretty clear I gotta do something with those. Can't go that way with it. Let's see. This whole thing can move if I move that. It's very interesting. I mean, are those two pods with kind of lights on them, or are there reflections? I don't know what that is. Something like that. Hey, this is Scorn. Playing Scorn. Just came out in Game Pass. It's a very interesting kind of... I don't know what you would call it. I mean, clearly it's some kind of horror themed game, but I would call it like cyber horror, like some kind of like technology fused with organic matter, like some kind of really creepy Borg. Okay, what's this? But a lot of what you're supposed to do in this game is really unclear. Like, it's you kind of like walking around and exploring and trying to figure out what the hell it is this game wants you to do. And I enjoy the fact that it's not immediately just like handed to you. Like, I think that's really good. But sometimes it can be so unclear. I need some kind of key for these doors, I think. Yeah. Yep, don't have that yet. Oh, I can run. That's good, because dude moves slowly. Alright, well... And generally you see like a white outline on stuff you can interact with, so it helps a little bit in how unclear everything is. But then it is very obvious that some items you can interact with, but you haven't done whatever you need to do yet to make it truly valuable. You're like, all these doors, I need something to open them. Either some item or something I need that I don't have. Oh, and here's the track. This is the end of the track, I guess. Or the end of a track. It's either like a train track kind of runs along the ground. Oh, here's something. Can I move it? There's no white yet. Maybe I don't move it manually. Maybe I have to like... But see, there's no white to interact with. So I guess I don't move it manually. Maybe there's a contraption I can use to move it. And see, the track ends here, so it only moves along that section of track, I guess. Okay. Oh, then that's the room I was just in, so this is the elevator. Okay, well, let's go back downstairs and check out the puzzles downstairs. Like, they give you a little bit of freedom to, like, explore around and get into places you're not supposed to be yet. Like, I don't have the item, probably, for that section yet. I'm not exactly sure. Thanks, Nika. Let's see here. Okay. So, I'm back down in this room. So I think I have to do something out here to bring something into this room using the track. So, let's see. So the track is connected here so far. The track runs here. I'm thinking if I follow the track, I may figure out what it is I'm supposed to move into that room. Oh, it all starts with this chair. And then this thing goes up like it's supposed to grab something, and then maybe it puts it in the chair. But I don't have that thing yet, so that's cool. So what's over here? Let's see what's over here. Okay, the track goes this way. What's here? Anything? Seems to be a lot of rooms to create atmosphere you can't really do anything in. Very interesting. Let's see. Anything here? No, I don't think so. No. Piles of bodies? That's cool. Interesting. Chairs. Okay, let's go in here. So this... Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Oh, the arm came down. But I don't see anything I'm supposed to do with it yet. Okay, what about over here? This is something. Let's try this. Ah, well. Okay. Well, I guess if I bring something here... He looks frozen. If I bring something here to this chair, that big saw thing will cut it in half. So maybe I'm supposed to do something like that? What's this? Can't do anything there yet. Okay. It's just giving me the no sound. Just said basically nope. You thought you were going to do something there, but you're not. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay. Some piece goes there. Oh, I'm back in the main room. I see. What about this? What does this do? Huh. But it all falls back into place. Almost feels like I need another entity to be holding that. I don't know if it's a person. I don't think the game is co-op. Although I'm not entirely sure. Let's see what's over here. Are you getting a sense yet that these puzzles are rather obtuse? It's like, what the hell do you want me to do here exactly? And I can't get in the chair, so it's not like I'm supposed to do anything with myself. And that's like some kind of hole. So maybe it has something to do... Yeah, these look like pods. So maybe I have to go back upstairs with that puzzle upstairs. I'm almost thinking like I need to go upstairs, get one of those egg-looking things, bring it down, hatch it, and use whatever I hatch to help me get through that door. That's the sense I'm getting. The chair on the track? Okay, I'll check it out. I went upstairs, but I'll go back and check out the chair on the track. back down. Back down, dude! Oh, 1 second. Sit up. There we go. Halloween! Alright. Let's go check out that chair on the track. So, back to the main room. Let's go check out... Curly says, check out the chair on the track. So let's check out the chair on the track. I am all for help on this, because... Oh, here we go. Here's the chair. Let's check out the chair. It generally just makes the nope sound. Maybe I do something with the controls here? But I'll show you what it does. So it lets me move the arm down here, which I can, if I push the A button, see, it looks like it's supposed to grab something in the chair or put something in the chair. Now when you move the arm up, you only have like 2 places you can move it. This is Scorn. And then you move it up, and then if it's in the up position, you push the button, and it goes up like it's grabbing something, but there's nothing there. So I feel like I need to put something there, which then I can bring down and put in the chair. But I don't have that yet. Like whatever needs to come out up there, I don't have. So must travel along some track. See the path there and come down and land there. So I think I gotta go back upstairs and mess with that puzzle. Moving around those eggs or whatever the hell they are. I think they're like eggs. I'm gonna probably hatch a xenomorph and it's gonna come over and eat my face. Alright, let's go back over here. Not there, right here. I think it's here. Yeah, it does, right? I mean, can you imagine these graphics on like an Aliens type game where they just like drop you into the Xenomorph's planet? That'd be pretty cool. But it is a very creepy vibe. Originally, I thought Scorn was going to be a game kind of like Doom or Quake. Maybe more like Quake, like a shooter, but it's very atmospheric. And there are some shooter elements to this game. I've seen the screenshots. Like, I know there's a gun, I know you can shoot things, but I don't know when that happens. Clearly, it's not like a core part of the early gameplay. So I think this is what I need to do here, somehow. So if you come, so I'll show you. If you come here on this contraption, which I don't think I'm ready for yet, it grabs whatever is right there, and I think it's supposed to do something with it, but there's nothing there yet. So I think I have to solve this weird puzzle over here using this. See, you have this thing, which you can move, and you can like move pods, so it's like one of those sliding puzzle games with weird horror pods. See, you can like move it here. So like I can move this over here and get it out of the way. I can move this thing down, but if I move that down, nothing else can move. Now maybe I need to move it over. So like I can move that up. Maybe I need to fill all these holes with fill the holes. Oh, but see this, you see that? This pod has like a light on it. You see that? Like none of the other pods have any kind of marking. This pod right there and this pod right here have markings on them. Maybe I'm supposed to move. Well, no. This could come down here. Oh, and you can only move one pod. Well, I can move more probably if I move this. I can move this. And then what about over here? This is... Oh, this is also 2. So I can move that. And then this up here is 2. So I can move that. This is like a painful sliding puzzle game. It's like, oh god. Like, do I really have to do this? Let's see. So this... And then that's a single pod. Okay. This is like a 3-fer. And this is that's a single. That's a single. This is a double. Right? But I can't move it over. That's the thing, like, there's no... Well, I should be able to move it over, shouldn't I? Oh, that's a single as well. Okay. Oh, but, okay. I think... That's a double like that. So if I have to get these over here, let me just see. That's going to be interesting, because I have to move these... I have to move these things out of the way. Yeah. Well, I guess I can move this along the top. If I can get that out of the way, I can move it across the top. I'm just trying to make some progress here. Because so far I'm just moving these damn things around, and I want to test my theory that if I get one of these lighted pods over here, that it'll do something. So I got it over there. Get that out of the way. Let's see if that does anything now that it's there. I'm just curious to test my theory, because I've been messing around with this for a little bit, and alright. Grab it. Ha-ha! Okay. There's another one, so I'm guessing I probably need it. What's that thing doing? Okay. So let's... Where did it go? I'm curious. I want to go down and see where it landed. And just see what the hell that thing was. I mean, what was that thing? Well, I don't know. For me, the jury's still out on which game. The jury's still out for me on whether I like this game. I played it the other day when it came out. It came out on Friday. I thought it was like Doom. It wasn't, so I'm like, oh, it's a puzzle game? Like, what the hell is that? I just wasn't in the right headspace for it. Like, I was ready to like shoot some damn aliens and blow their faces off. Like last week, or last time when we played Proteus. That's the kind of game I can jump into and play for a while. Alright, let's see. There's nothing here. Maybe out in the main room it dropped that thing, maybe? Let's go find out. Or maybe it's where I thought it should be in this cradle over here. But for me, the jury's still out on whether I actually like this game. What the hell is... What is that? Did I see that? I don't remember that. What was that? Huh. Okay. I don't know. I think I missed that the first time, but clearly I'm not ready for it. So, okay, I don't see it here. So, right? It's not there. So it's not... Let's just keep looking around to see if it dropped down anywhere. Now, where it was supposed to drop down? Who the heck knows? I certainly don't know. It was up there, right? Like, that's the pedestal. That's the contraption. So it should have dropped down over here, I think. Somewhere over here? Hopefully not in the hole. I mean, I'm guessing it dropped down wherever the hell it was supposed to drop down. Wherever that is. It's not over here. And this is the thing where it looks like I need help to open it. Over here? No. I mean, it can't drop down here. It's got to be in this room somewhere. I could try on top of the pedestal just to see where the hell it is. Maybe that's a good idea, because I can see the whole room from up here. Of course, everything looks some version of cyber horror gray, so I don't know if I'm even going to notice what the hell dropped down here. Kind of all looks the same. Okay, let's use this. This controls the track, but also lets me see the whole room, so. Oh, but I'm so high, I don't think it's going to help. See, it lets you adjust the track, like where the track goes. So like here, I can move the track to stay inside the room or move outside the room. Same thing for here. Yeah, you can connect the track to different places and edit it. Just remember, if you're going to play this game, don't get stuck like me. Hold... Oh, can I zoom in? Hold on, let's try that. Okay. Oh, I can do that. That's the chair. Those are the tracks. That's the weird thing. I mean, it's possible I also need the other egg thing that I didn't do yet, so maybe I don't know. I don't know where the other one went, but maybe I need both of them. Let me see. Yeah, the game is Scorn. It's definitely not Counter-Strike. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. I was just checking the walkthrough to see if my suspicion was correct. And yeah, I think I just need to go. I think the pod that I chose before does something, but it's not the right pod. Like, I think it's the correct one to do. I think I have to do the other one. Am I going in the right room? No. Other room. Sorry. Run. Run, run, run. I'm running, can you tell? It's a little faster. Not a ton, but a little bit. Yeah, let's go do the other pod. Back to the puzzle. Oh boy. Yeah, I figured. Figured I need to go back and get the other egg. I was trying. I was hoping maybe. What I was hoping, against hope, was that maybe the other egg was just there as a backup in case you screwed up the first egg, but that was hoping for too much. Okay, back to the stupid puzzle. I love puzzles. Okay, so the other one's this light one here. So this is a 2-pod thing, I think. Yeah. And it probably needs to move across the top. What is this one? A twofer? That's a twofer. Okay, that's all the way over there. This is a 1. And this is a 1. I can't move that. I can move that. Maybe if I move this... I can't move it down. Move it up. But this is a 2, 1 on top, 1 on bottom. That's the problem. Like... Alright, bear with me on this stupid puzzle. I love puzzles. They make me so happy. They don't make me happy. So I can't move that down because there's no junction there. I can move this one all the way over here to get it out of the way. And I can move this one over here. And then I can move this one down here. But I need to get rid of this one. So let's see. This one can come here, but that's gonna block me. This is a twofer as well? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's over here, maybe? I need to get this... I think I need to get this single pod out of the way. And then this is a double, right? That's a double. Because it needs to come over and down and there. But... that's a single there. So I can move it across the top until it reaches like here, and then I gotta move it down to like here and over and up because of the shape of the pod. We'll figure it out. Let's see. I mean, I got one of them already, so one of the pods is gone. So I'm down a pod as far as the number I have to move. And then over here, that's the 2. I mean, I have those out of the way. I don't know if I need to do anything with those. This is a single, right? So I can move this over here. And then I may need to move, for the moment at least, this here. So I can slide those over. Yeah. Okay. But the moment I start moving... the moment I start moving this 2, it's going to start restricting my movement, right? That's the problem. Yeah, you can only move it where there's a node. Well, I guess I can move it up here. And move this over here temporarily. And then move this over here. And then move this. I would definitely try it if you're interested in the game at all. I do definitely think it's worth downloading and trying if you have Game Pass. It looks super cool. Oh my god, I think I may have actually figured it out. But just be aware that the beginning part is largely an obtuse puzzle game. There we go! We got it! Oh my god. All I have to say is, like, this is one reason I'm super glad Game Pass exists, because even if this game isn't free forever, it lets you try it out and see if it's for you. I kind of feel like if I had continued my thought that I thought this was like Doom, and I paid like $60 for this game, retail or digital download, and I bought it, and I started playing it, and I'm like, oh, it's a puzzle game mainly. I don't know if I would have been that thrilled with it. And even on Friday, I didn't stream this yesterday because I was kind of on the fence as to whether or not I even wanted to play it. But if you look at it more like an adventure horror game with some action elements that has amazing graphics and super like creepy themed, it's pretty good. If you want it to be an action game, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Let's go back here. Yes, I forgot where the elevator was for a second. As you can very well tell, this is not a fast-paced game. It seems like more of a puzzle game, yeah. Yeah, it does. Everything I've done so far has been some kind of puzzle. I have not shot a single thing. I have no gun. Yeah, the game's Scorn. Yep. So now that pod thing I just got should be out here on the track. And it probably needs to come in here to be, well, come in here? Well, we either have to mind meld with it, whatever the hell that thing is, or we have to saw it in half first. I'm more excited about sawing it in half, so I don't know if I'm supposed to, but who cares? Let's see. So it should be waiting for us here, right? It's right there. It's right there, you creepy little bastard. So the arm can grab it now, and it can put it in the chair. And so let's just take a look quickly. If it puts it in the chair, and it moves it along, because you can move the configuration of the track. If it moves it along the track the way it is now, I'm just curious where it's going to go. Like, where do I have the track configured for it to go? It will go here. It will go, right? This here? Yeah. It will go here. And it will come into the mind meld room. Because this thing looks like some kind of brain scanning something, see? Something like that. And that's the one with the elevator. Let's see if I need to put it somewhere else. Now, if I move this track here, it would come here instead. That's assuming I can. You can't move every piece of track. It would come along here. It would come along here, back to where it was. And if I move the track for it to come here instead, this is the saw room, I think. Let's see. Comes in here. Let's run, dude. It's going a little too slowly here for my taste. Comes all the way into the saw room. Is it the saw room? It's the saw room. So if I put it in this chair and I activate it, this is what's going to happen. Let's take a look. Yeah, saw! I feel like Jigsaw right now. Perfect. So, I'm assuming if I move that track and wheel that creepy ass thing all the way in here, I can use the arm up there, that arm, to move it into the chair, saw it in half. And then I don't know, but I think that's a good start. Alright. Let's go back out to the main room. My assumption is that's what we need to do. I don't know if I'm right. But at this point, I'm going to say if I can saw that little bastard in half, I'm going to call it a win. I need to saw something in half. So let's go up here where we can control the track. Where the hell is that? There we go. Perfect. Put on the creepy mask. Okay, so I need... So the chair is... Where? The chair is here. So the section of track I need to change is right here. And then the section of track going into the other room, I need to move back to the main room. This is already there. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we need to go downstairs and we need to move the contraption to move the little egg weird alien thing into that, into the chair. So, should be right here. Gross. Okay. Go. Get it! Get that egg bastard. And then move it down. And put it in the chair. There you go. Good job. Let's take a look at you, creepy bastard. Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna saw you in half. Yeah, pretty much. Are you ready for a trip? Let's go for a ride. Don't worry, it won't hurt much. That way? What do I do here? Let's find out. We're gonna have some fun. Uh-oh, here it comes. Oh. Oh. Oh! Nice. You want to get out? There's no getting out. Time to continue our journey. That didn't hurt, did it? Stop being a pansy. It didn't hurt. No, this is Scorn. Just came out on Game Pass Friday. I've been waiting for this game. It looked freaking awesome. Now it's time to saw this little bastard in half. Uh, I like it better now that I have this guy I can saw in half. The original puzzle where you have to move around the eggs to get this dude out of it was annoying as hell. I'm not huge into puzzle games. Like, I can appreciate why people like them, but it's just not typically how I choose to spend my time. But given this is like a horror-themed puzzle game, why not? Alright, so we're going to use the arm and move this little bastard to the chair. You shouldn't have done that, Greg. Now you're going to get it. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. Moving over. Bye. See you later. Ooh. Sit down. Oh, I see. We're going to saw that thing off his back, I guess? Okay. I'm trying to help you, Greg. Suck it up. Ooh! Saw time. Oh, damn! Saw! Oh! See, there you go, Greg. You're better now. Isn't that better? Extraction. Get out of there. What happened, Greg? Get up. What are you doing? Go flailing around on the floor. Let's go. Good job. Good job, Greg. I need your help in opening the door. Get up. My God. You'd think your back just got sawed in half or something. Come on, let's go. You coming? Let's go. Come on. Come on, Greg. I don't think I can do anything with him. Come on. Come on. Come on, Greg. You can do it. One foot in front of the other. Come on. Back in your chair. Maybe you can just walk there. You want to get in this chair? That looks cool. Does he follow me? I guess he just follows me. Maybe I don't need the mind meld machine. I don't know. I mean, here's the puzzle with the door. Come on, Greg. We have named him Greg. Greg needs a backbone for sure. Well, I just cut it off him, so to be fair. Sorry, Greg. You don't be needing that backbone, do you? Come on, man. Pick up the pace, dude. We got a quota to fulfill. That's why you never get Employee of the Month, Greg. Now, I don't know how this is supposed to work, but I'm pretty sure Greg here needs to hold this door. So, I don't know if I need to use the mind machine to, like, instruct him to do that. Careful there, Greg. Don't trip. Okay, Greg, do the machine. Do the machine, Greg. Look, we do like this, Greg. Like this. You see? It's just that simple. Go do it. Go do it now. Go. Go, dumbass. No, it's not letting me do it now. Come on, Greg, do it. Right here. Do it. Right there. Right there. Do it. Yeah, Greg probably does need a raise. Ugh. Dude! Just stand there. Moping about. Maybe we need to go in the mind meld room. We tried not to, Greg, but you're making it difficult. Let's go. You coming? Or are you going to stay there? Greg's coming. Alright. Careful. Careful. We haven't had any workplace accidents this month, Greg, and we don't need you to start now. Come on. Be a good little zombie. Let's come into the mind meld room. It's here, right? Yeah, it's here. Do I need to... Does he need to be sitting here? I don't know. I don't know. Where is he? Greg. Is he following me? 1 second. Crane, yeah, Greg. Ah. Oh, I see. Yep. Ah, I need to go do something else. 1 second. So, I guess there's 2 ways to complete the puzzle. I was just looking at the walkthrough for a second. Yeah. Come here. Let's go. Where is this room I need to go to? Let's see. Midway up to the tunnel doorway on your right. Key implant machine. We need to find the key implant machine. Greg. We need to implant a key, Greg. Oh, maybe it's back here? Is this it? I don't know. Let's see. Come here, Greg. It's back here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's over here. Let's take a look while Greg is... Oh, right here. It's right here. Come here, Greg. Come here. Oh, God. Greg. Greg is so slow. Come on, man. Alright, I'm going to grab some more coffee while Greg's walking over here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Greg's taking forever anyway, so... 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, just a second. Can't have games and coffee without coffee. Okay. Alright. Dude! Greg, what are you doing, man? So, what do I do with you? Oh, I do something there. Want to see my feet? Ooh, feet. I mean, it's kind of cool you can see your body, even though I don't really want to see that body. Let's see. Do I grab you somehow? Let's see. 1 second. Yeah, interact with him. Okay, I'm interacting with him. holding the button. Oh, come on. Thought I was stuck before, but I wasn't, so... I know. Okay, we're at the machine, Greg. Come on, do your thing. Be a good Greg. Do I need something? Go, dude. Get in the machine. Ah. 5 hours to beat this game? Well, this is like an hour right here, so... Unless this is like 90% of the game. Getting Greg to go, stick his hand in the machine. Get up, dude. Get up. When prompted. Maybe I'm not prompted yet. Let's give Greg a second. So this is the room where we cut Greg open. Very nice. And these are Greg's chunks. Ooh, chunks. Greg chunks. And this is already done. It's not doing anything anymore. Alright. Are you ready, dude? Hold on one second. Fire, heal, aim, move. Yeah, cancel, use. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. The controls are not, like, complex. But Greg is just laying there. Oh, my God. I'm going to give him a kick pretty soon. Move. Go, dude. Seriously. Seriously, Greg. You got problems, dude. Just pull the button. That's what we need Greg to do. Well, actually, maybe I do that part. And Greg maybe does this part once we implant him with the same thing I have. Maybe that's what we need to do. Still there, huh? Oh, I need to be behind him, of course. Why not? Can't be in front of him. Seriously. Come on, man. Quit lazing about. You gotta reach that quota, Greg. Get your hand in there. There you go. Good job. Don't struggle. Did you leave a finger behind? No. Alright, good job. You're doing great, Greg. You're doing great. This way. Come on. Oh, God, Greg. Come on. Shake it off, dude. Don't be a wimp. Oh, okay. As Greg's coming. This is Scorn. Just came out Game Pass Friday. I should be called Greg Takes Forever to Do Everything, but it's called Scorn. Come on. Come on, dude. You can do it. I know, seriously. Greg. Move your ass. Oh, come on. Again. Let me help you. Need some motivation. Time for some good old Tony Robbins motivation. You can be everything, Greg. Just believe in yourself. That's one part of it. You stay there. Stay there, Greg. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. I will be leaving now. Please stay and watch the door. Greg's such a good guy. Oh shit, I think Greg's stuck. Well, he's probably screwed anyways. Alright. We're rocking and rolling. It only took forever. If this is a 5-hour game, then we're 1/5 through it. It's only a 5-hour game if you know exactly what you're doing and you do it quickly. I don't think this game will take anyone 5 hours in the beginning. Unless you use a walkthrough. I do have a walkthrough up, but I only reference it when absolutely necessary. Oh, that's fun. Boobs. Okay. We have the kill everything machine. Such a happy place. I wonder if they have an unlimited PTO plan. Okay, can't do that. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, we have some kind of contraption. Oh, something moves here. Okay. Oh. What is this? I don't know what they are, but they look kind of cool. Whoa. Okay. Is this a light or is that something else? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What's that? Let's go check that out. If I can get over there. Can I get over there? I need to go around somehow? Like... maybe not? Maybe looky, no touchy? Yeah, no, I can get over there. If I can, I'm not sure how. That's a creepy ass room, isn't it? Alright, well. Anything here? Nope, nothing there. Yeah, apparently. A Brazers production. Have you seen Dead Boob today? Oh, here's something. You already see this? I don't think so. Okay. I don't know what that does. I can move it up. I can move it down. Oh, I can move it this way? Oh, I can move it this way. Oh, here it comes. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that did, but it did something. Ooh. Squelchy. Damn. Okay. That was a whole lot. Alright, let's go over here. What did we just open? Ooh, stairs. Kind of. A very accessible ramp. To nowhere. The ramp to nowhere. How lovely. Guess I can see the next part of the level. Huh. Okay, well. That was exciting. Maybe I can go down. No. No, not there. Maybe on the other side of it? Maybe I have to go control something else? I mean, that thing's still flying. Maybe I can do something with it? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Can't click anything there. I can fly it back over there. I can fly it over the left. I can fly it down. I don't think I need to connect it to that thing. I mean, it has a circle on it, but it's not really doing anything. I can fly it around, but I can't seem to really do anything with it. It's a 0 circle there. I mean, it has a solid circle over by that thing. But when I push the button, it doesn't do anything. Huh. Well, maybe I don't need that right now. I don't know. Who knows? Huh. Cool. Whatever the hell it does. Okay. Let's look over here. Anything open over here? Not really. Okay. Well, there's this button, but I don't know if I can do anything with it yet. No. Not yet. Something needs to go in here. I think. Well, there's the arm. So I'm guessing, yes, something needs to go in there. Back out into the big creepy room. Let's see. Oh, the big death machine here. Anything over here? Looks lovely. Bunch of dead aliens. Okay. And then we have the elevator we just came up. Alright. Run, run. Let's go over here. I know we went this way, but let's go back this way. I went in there. Did I go over here? Oh, guess not. Oh, is that my gun? Oh, it's so cool. That's very squelchy. Ooh, I think I get to shoot things with this. That's awesome. Finally. Finally some shooting. Taking long enough. Oh, do I have to shoot that thing? Oh, do I shoot? What the hell does this thing do? Too much to hope for. I was excited there for a second. I have a stab gun. I guess. It's okay. We have some kind of weapon-looking type thing. With Scorn, you can't really describe what anything looks like. Everything kind of looks like some version of weird flesh. It's like gross. I'm going to go over to that thing we brought down and see if I can do anything with this. Not a gun. What about this thing? Can I do anything with this? Nope. Okay. Let's go back over to our whatever the hell this canister thing is. Although I don't think this is a high enough reach to get it. What is this? Anything here? No. Oh, it's up there, though. Am I firing something? I don't know. I don't know what the hell this thing does. I don't know what it does. I mean, clearly I can still do something with this thing, which is why it's still flying around. Maybe over here? No, 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 not there. That's as far as it goes up and over. What if I bring it over our way? But see, there's no circle on it. So, oh, now there's a circle on it. Back over this way. There's nothing there, though. I mean, there's nothing to grab. Like, before there was, and we did. But sometimes with this game, though, it just has to be in exactly the right position. Like with Greg, where I couldn't activate him until I was behind him. Like, it's like... It grabs the ring on the tower. Ring? Is there a ring? The one ring? Alright, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I like to not watch things, but okay, got that. Yep, shutter. Oh, okay. I need to do something else first. 1 second. Now that I have the... It's called a bolt gun. Apparently it's a gun. I need to go activate another panel. And then... Yeah, we're playing Scorn. Just came out on Game Pass Friday. I know it's also out for PC. I kind of assume it's also out for PlayStation, but I don't really know. Let's see. Can I do anything with this now that I have the gun? Ooh, I can! Alright. Cool. Well, that was a whole lot. Alright. Went from like, what the hell do I do, to, oh wow, look at all that shit going on. Do I shoot those things? Don't make me shoot you. Doesn't seem like it. That's fine. Okay. Let's... Doesn't seem like I can do anything. Do I get hurt by them? Oh! I guess I get hurt by them. No? Okay. Ow. Oh, there we go. Guess I just have to shoot the crystal ball front of them. So weird. But it doesn't, like, shoot anything, it seems like. Right? Like, it's so weird. It just hits them, like, it doesn't seem like it actually shoots anything. Very odd. Take that, you weird steam shooting thing. Those are too high, I think, to shoot. Right? I assume. I mean, I can't... I don't feel like I'm shooting exactly. Okay. Can't go there yet still. They're so weird. Alright, well, whatever. Basically, you have to hit them to, like, get past them because they hurt you. Okay, I already did that. Is the other canister there somewhere? Oh, it's over here. I see it. It's right there. Go back. Go back. Go back. Nope, not that way. There we go. Do it. There we go. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm waiting for the shooter part of this. I haven't seen any shooting. And I thought Scorn was all about shooting. That was the original... That's why I was excited originally. I thought that's what it was. It was like a horror-themed Quake-type shooter with amazing graphics, like, and or solving puzzles. I mean, I guess you could make the argument: do we really need one more like first-person shooter? I don't know. I would never say no to that because I really like first-person shooters, but. Ooh. Another shutter opens, okay. I mean, you did get to see some shooting something, kind of. I don't know. I wouldn't call it shooting. Ready to shoot! Hiya! That's shooting, apparently. Okay, well this opens, so let's see what's over here. The last one was a dead end, but will this one be a dead end? Sure, why not? Why not? It's the same thing. Okay. So apparently it matters somewhere else. I mean, it's nice to see things happening because sometimes in this game it's like, what do I do? I mean, I think that sense of confusion is very intentional to make it. So I guess we have to open this as the final entrance. Let's see. Let's see here. So it dropped it there. Okay. And those things are over here. Can't do anything with that one. Let's keep looking around. Oh, and that's the middle I was just at. Okay. Okay. So we did that one. We did this one. I feel like there should be one. Oh, this one. We need to raise this one. Okay. So we haven't done that yet. So that's why probably we can't go anywhere there. This is probably the shutter it raises. Alright, well, let's go back over and check the area we were in before. See if there's anything there we still need to... I'm sure there's something we need to do, because it's not open yet. This whole game is kind of just wandering around and like, what weird, creepy thing do I need to click on next? Greg was fun, though. I like Greg. Greg's my boy. He helped me with that door. It's like, thanks, Greg. You're a real stand-up, weird alien zombie. You know that? Okay. What's going on over here? Yeah. I will say this game is clearly not for the squeamish. Like, if, like, guts and moving, squelchy, nasty things really bother you, probably this is not the game for you. This is where I got my gun. Or whatever. Whatever the hell this thing is supposed to be. So... nothing else happens there, I guess. Let's see. This is the room I was just in, so nothing there. Alright. Let's keep moving. Something else probably opened. Over here. It's another weird... Oh, I'm up on the catwalk? That one already did. Okay. Can I hit it with my gun? Hiya! I mean, I do still have those other two dudes over here I can try to kill if I can hit them. If I get close enough to them. He's kind of up higher, though, so... kind of becomes a problem to hit them. What? I don't think I can hit them from here. Oh, up here maybe? Can I go up here? No. You can't jump or anything in this game either. I don't think I can do anything with those glowy things. I don't think I can reach them. Don't seem to be able to reach them, at least. Alright, back to our room. I don't know, I gotta do something here. 1 second. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we did that. Oh, maybe there's more of those things to plant? Maybe I just didn't do it yet? Let me take a look. We already did those. We did that one. Are there more? There's nothing there. Maybe I need to go back and do what I did before for it to go plant the... Maybe it plants it in a different one. Because I don't see any more at the moment. Right? I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So maybe I need to go back and activate that machine again with the gun to plant another thing. I thought it was just a one-time use, but maybe it's not. Maybe you got to do it more than once. Like, it only does one at a time, maybe, but you got to do it more than once. If I remember where the hell that thing was, that'd be great. I don't really remember where it was. Everything kind of looks similar. Like gooey. Yeah, here we go. I got... Oh, no, that's controlling this thing. No, I need the things for it to pick up. Because I have another hole there. There. Yeah, no, I don't need this. Go away. I need to go find the other control panel. Let's go find that other control panel. That one's fine. Back this way. Get out of here, claw. Guess I gotta go back through these fields. Yeah. Killed those guys. Alright. Okay. But it's not letting me. That's where I did it. I remember that. But it's not letting me... I don't think I have to kill those guys first. I don't even seem to be able to reach them. What about over here? I can't hit them. I tried. Didn't do anything. And even the walkthrough I'm following isn't that helpful. Like, it just says, like, oh, just do it again. Like, well, I'd like to. Maybe there's another switch over here somewhere for me to hit. Seems like with this game, there's always some other thing for you to stick something squelchy into and have it do something. This is back where I started. Don't think it's over here. No. I mean, eventually you gotta run into... This looks familiar. But is it a different room? I don't think it is, right? Oh, it is. It just looks exactly the same! That's the problem. Like, it looks exactly the same. Like, what would make me think that was a different one? It looks exactly like the other one. Like, seriously? It's like, oh. Is it worth it? If you have it on Game Pass, do you have enough memory on your Xbox to install it? Yeah, sure, it's worth it. I kind of, I don't know. I would suggest, if you have any questions, it's not a shooter. Scorn is not a shooter, as you can see. You want to see some real riveting action? Hi-ya! Like, that's the most action we've gotten so far. So the most action so far is me hitting these guys with my bolt gun. Which doesn't shoot anything, it just extends that thing and hits them in their globe. Brutal. I mean, it's really not action-oriented. It's a puzzle game, basically. I missed. It's a horror puzzle game. So far. I mean, at this point, I'm guessing there's no way this is going to turn into Doom. I'm just going to state the obvious. So, what's in the floor? I don't know. There's so many things going on in this game that you just have like no effing clue what the hell is what they're doing. Oh, here we go. So now I have to control the thing and move this. I mean, the graphics are really good. Like, it looks amazing. It really does. Like, it's very, very impressive looking. If you want a game that really looks next gen, in my opinion, I think this is it. This is one of them. There's certainly more, but this is one of them. Oh, there is a boss battle with a gun? Well, there you go. We'll see how many puzzles we have to solve in order to shoot something. Do you know how many puzzles I had to solve in Proteus to start shooting things? 0. I just get to start shooting things immediately. Oh no! And it's also very unclear. This is Scorn. Just came out on Game Pass on Friday. It's very unclear what the hell's even going on in this game. Like, the beginning movie tells you basically nothing. Like, it just shows you falling into the pit and getting up. It makes about as much sense as the cinema you just saw. Like, that's as much sense as the entire game has made so far. Pretty much none. Achievement unlocked. It's like, okay. But, I mean, it looks awesome. I mean, look at that. It's so cool looking. Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, I don't know if I'd pay $60 for it. If you have any questions, I'd watch a Let's Play or someone stream through it enough that you know that you're interested in seeing it through to the end. I mean, it's very cool. I'm super glad it's on Game Pass. Like, I probably will play all the way through it since it's on Game Pass. Oh, I guess we got stuck in a mutated pod, and we have an umbilical cord. It's so weird. It is very weird. But it's cool. It's very cool. Do I have to pull out my umbilical cord? Pull it out, dude. Don't be a Greg. Gross. Good lord. That's so gross. Alright. Well, I don't know where the hell I am, but let's go exploring, huh? Yeah, it's Scorn. Yep, this is Scorn. I almost... yeah, it's like Doom without any of the shooting. Or monsters. It's cool. I mean, it looks very cool. But mostly so far, I mean, I've been playing this now for almost 2 hours and we've just solved puzzles. Weird, creepy, squelchy puzzles. Is that like a giant thing laying down? Oh, it is. It looks light, right? Like a giant body laying down, right? Like, kind of. Like that's the arm, kind of. Feels like the Titans in Elden Ring. Although I'm guessing it doesn't move. Yeah, I apologize for the game name. Like when you go to pick your topic for TikTok live streams, you can tell it you're streaming a game or doing a live playing a game, and it's like, oh great, what game are you playing? And you type in Scorn, and it says, what? We don't understand that. So it's like, okay, well, I can't help you then. Ew. But there's no jumping. You just kind of walk around and see where the game lets you go. Like right now, like I don't... Like I can't go there. Why I can't go there? I don't know. There's no jumping. I can't do anything about it. I just can't go there. So it's funny, like the graphics are very next gen. Some of the actual gameplay mechanics feel very old school. That Game Boy still works too. Yeah. No, it does have like a Prometheus Aliens vibe. And it's kind of, it's almost cool there's not more action. It makes it, I wouldn't call it scarier. Because the problem is I have no investment in whoever the hell I'm playing as. I don't know who he is. But the cool thing is, you want to see something cool? You can see your body. Not many games let you see your actual chest and whole body. Like, not like this. Like, typically the field of vision is a tad different. So I thought that was kind of cool. Oh yeah, well, yeah, I think it just came out. So yeah, it's, if you don't get it on Game Pass, I think it is full price. But if you have it on Game Pass, if you have Game Pass and you're at all interested in it, I highly suggest you try it. Just be aware, it's not a shooter. It's not an action game. It is a very atmospheric, horror-esque puzzle game. Yeah, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet. I probably should. I was very excited in the beginning. Then I was, like a lot of people, I was very pissed at how they launched it and the fact that basically if you bought the last gen version, it was unplayable practically. Unless you had a newer system you were playing it on, which is bullshit. And so it pretty much just soured my opinion of that game studio and the game in general, and I just have not been excited to even try it, even though I'm sure the game is probably great by now. It's probably a similar experience a lot of people had if they were very excited for No Man's Sky and they had expectations around what was promised, and then they played it and they were disappointed. But then for me, who I didn't hear anything about No Man's Sky and had no expectations, I thought it was kind of cool. But I had no expectations. So probably the same with Cyberpunk. If you had no expectations or you never bought the old version, it's probably fine. What the hell is this? But I probably should give it a try. My buddy's been playing it, and he said he's loving it. Not bad. Yeah, it's Scorn. I think if you go into Scorn with the right expectations, you'll really enjoy it. The problem I had when I first turned it on is that I thought it was like Doom. And I was really disappointed that it wasn't. I don't know where the hell I'm going, by the way. I'm just kind of wandering around. I was disappointed it wasn't like Doom, but that's only because I thought it was going to be like Doom. If I had known that it was like a puzzler type game... Can I go in this thing? Maybe I should go over here. Let me see. Next. We're in Act 2 now, I guess. I have a walkthrough open just in case I need to reference it. I've only referenced it a couple times. Not that I really care. I can walk through the whole thing for all I care. I'm just here to experience it. I don't really care about, like, oh, I solved it. I don't care. I don't freaking care. No, I know. Yeah, you can. You want to see running? So this is walking. This is running. Yeah! High speed, baby! Like Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, it's better than walking. I highly don't bang your head against a wall. I say just I suggest you just use a walkthrough whenever you need to. Like don't torture yourself. This game is super opaque. Like, if you really enjoy challenges and you want to torture yourself, go for it. But don't feel bad about using a walkthrough. Oh, we found something. Okay, hey, look, we found something. Yay. We're going somewhere. We are going somewhere. Let me check one thing quick. There. How about now? It was working earlier. I know I saw the headset levels. Some point it got turned off. That's so weird. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. We did that one. Connect from that one. Alright, good to hear you. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was off. I'm glad you told me. Oh, blocked. Alright, well, let's go try the other passage. Is there another one? No, okay, it's these. Okay, let's try this way. Okay. This does look familiar. Thanks, Zombie Jack. Appreciate it. Oh, I need the thing. Yeah. Get out of here. What about over here? I already did that. Okay, alright. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. Alright. All back to the... So I need that piece. That's true. I need that piece I used to have, but then after Act 1, I guess I lost it. So let me go back here. So I tried the two extremes. Let me try the tunnel in the middle and just see if I already did that one. Because there's 3. Let's do this one. Oh, that's blocked. Okay, well. Not that tunnel then. Alright, well maybe for now I'm done up here until I get that piece. Very well could be. So to get that piece... Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for that. Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm back in the red room. But let's walk around the outside, because I... Oh, but yeah, okay. What about the other side? Because, of course, I can go down the elevator, but I was down there before. Although my items I've picked up maybe unlock other stuff down there. I think it's possible, so I think maybe go back down, because there's only 3 passageways up here, I think, and I've already gone down them. So let me go back down and see if maybe what I've gotten unlocks some other stuff down there. There actually are some games about coffee, but... like Coffee Talk, but that doesn't sound like a game for me. This is Scorn. On Xbox Series S is what I'm playing on. Alright, let's go back here and see if maybe my little thing unlocks something else. Because I have gotten like 2 different rings attached to my device that I'm using, and so maybe the extra attachment will unlock something else I couldn't get before. So let's take a look. Oh, maybe here? Not yet? Not yet. I can't wait to get that item, because... this? Nope. That was the original one I used when I first got the device. And this is a dead end, apparently. Alright, let's go back the other way. Oh, I remember the red room. Yeah, I don't know... I think I said this before. Scorn is fairly linear. Even though the environments look amazing and they're... I mean, I could go try to push the button again on that red room. But I'm kind of hoping there's something back here maybe I can unlock now I couldn't before. So let's just quickly take a look back and If not, we'll go back to the red room, because that seems to be maybe where I need to focus my efforts. Because this is where you come in, and I don't remember there being anything back here I couldn't do before. I think there's just nothing to do. Yeah, the art direction's really cool. It's definitely at least half the appeal is the art direction, and this is where you come through. You can't go back. I don't think there's anything else over here, so it probably is that red room. I just need to focus my energies there. Alright, no, it's gotta be. That's the only place I can go. Let me, that's easy. So skeleton key, open shutters. Second floor, yep. I'm just checking the walkthrough quickly. Yep, I did that. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I got it. I got it. Yeah. Remember that room with the giant fan? I didn't see that through to completion. I thought it was a dead end. You had to come back later, but I think I need to go back and solve that right now. That's the part I'm missing, apparently. Let's run, because it's taking forever. This is running. A little faster. Okay, and then where's the elevator? Elevator. Okay. Okay, so let's go here. This the direction? Nope, not that way. Here's the bridge. Okay, let's do it on a let's see. Directly to your left. Well, it's either this one or it's the other one. So let's try this one first. Okay, this is the... Okay. Oh, okay, I think I need the other... Yeah, this is the part I... Okay, it's the other one. It's the other one. Other one. Think it's this one? Let's see. Let's see if it's this one. I believe so, because the middle one's like a dead end. Oh, here we go. The fan. Perfect. So you go into the room to the right, which would be over here. And then... Oh, up here maybe? Oh, no. Not there, but maybe over here. That was the dead end I encountered. Okay. Go, dude, I'm stuck. Okay, we need to come to a room with 3 fleshy cords connecting something. Oh, maybe I... No, that's dead end. Here we go. Fleshy cords. Alright, let's see if we can figure out what to do without looking at the walkthrough again. Okay. Oh, this kind of looks familiar, right? This looks very similar to the other room. Okay, let's see. What is over here? we got fleshy thing. It's got to look for that interaction point. Huh. It's... maybe it's... huh. Well, the walkthrough says to rip out the fleshy cords, but I don't see any interaction points. Maybe this is the wrong room? I mean, these look like fleshy cords. There's nothing... okay. Well, let's look around for... so we came in, what, here? Oh, here we go, fleshy cords, sorry. These are the fleshy cords. There you go. See you later, Jack. Take care. Yeah, you're right. Wrong room. This is the right room. Yeah, the graphics are amazing. They really are. And everything's really, like, squelchy and kind of gross, and it's awesome. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that should stop the fan. Actually, we saw it stop. The fan's right there. So now we should be able to pass through it. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem. Okay. I don't know. Apparently, I am now connected to that thing. Hey, I got the bolt gun back. Hey, look at that. It's great. Oh my good lord. This game. It's like, what can we do next to make you feel incredibly uncomfortable? I know! Let's have a weird alien creature jump on you and basically meld with you and like... gross. Awesome, but gross. So I'm guessing it just looks the same as the other room? Yep. Gotta love it. This is how I got stuck before. I thought it was the same room and it was a different room. Where is it gonna stop? It'll eventually stop there. There we go. It'll come back eventually. Not there. I mean, next time? Nope. Maybe it comes... there we go. You have to line it up, as you can see. There we go. And now I go back to the top. And done. And now I should get my third ring. So now I can probably head back to the red room. Ooh, elevator. Alright. Very Very nice. Okay, okay. Let's... So that took me here. Okay, that's cool. Oh, what's this? Ooh, I get my arm thing. Yeah! That's what I got in the first level. So now I can go back to the other room as well. That's awesome. Perfect. And that'll open a shutter. That's good. And hopefully it's a shortcut back to where I was. So I'm hoping. Okay, let's see here. Where's... Oh, this is back to where I originally got the key. Okay. So the red room's just down the hall. Okay, red room's down the hall. So that was the... Oh, that was a shutter. Can I go through the locked door? Not yet. Let's go back to the red room. I think it's back here. I'm finally learning. I'm finally starting to remember where stuff is in this level. Here we go. So now, hopefully, that I have the 3 rings. This thing will do whatever it's supposed to do. I don't know if you need 3 or 4. We'll see. Oh, I need 4. I didn't realize there was a 4th. Oh, that's fine. I can go upstairs and use the thing I just got. So not quite yet. One more. Alright, let's go. Just gonna go back to where it was. Oh, I need to lower the elevator. Thanks, Crimson. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's Scorn. It's on Game Pass. Also came out for PC. And remember, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can play on PC as well. This is certainly not an advertisement for Game Pass, but I gotta tell you, I love my Game Pass Ultimate. Because if it's a PC-only game, I can play it that. I can, of course, download it. If it plays on both, I can play it on both if I want to. Like, it just gives you tons of flexibility. I really enjoy it. Let's see here. I remember exactly where that room was. Not over here. Let's try to go back up here. I think I have to go back up to this area. And it's the one... I'm trying to remember. I think it was far left. We'll find out. Let's see if it's over here. Did I guess right? I think I did. Not this, but the other one. I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. That's what I needed. Oh, I think it's going to burn the bodies that were blocking the pathway. Maybe, like over here. That's the one that's blocked. Does it burn them? Maybe? Yes? Yeah. Yep. See? That middle pathway is now open. Perfect. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey, Eva Creatives, how you doing? Okay, so... Okay, well, I think that was what I needed to do. Because that passageway was blocked before. So now that we've opened that up... We sure not that way. Other way. Other way. Now we should be able to... think it was the middle passageway that was opened. It'll be the only one I haven't seen before, so I think it's this one. Yeah, with all the bodies. That should be it. It's doing good. It's doing good. The game is, I'm enjoying the game. It's pretty cool. Another. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. It's like half of it is like blocked. There we go. So it limits your options to, which you would think would actually make it easier because you have less options. Oh boy. Or not. Is it ever gonna stop where my thing is? Oh boy. Do I have to do it off? Oh man. Nope, that didn't do it. Oh, maybe that did it? No. Did I get it? I don't know. It's gonna try it every time and see if it ever goes. Not that time. Nope. Nope. Where is it now? I'm just gonna try it every time because I can't see, so. Well, there we go. Got it. Look at that. Alright, that worked. Alright. Okay, now we're good. That should be enough for the red room. And that puzzle there. Anything over here? Nope, dead end. Yeah, this is Scorn. Yep, it's on Game Pass. And it's pretty cool. Just be aware, it's like a creepy, it's a very cool creepy puzzle game. There's pretty much no combat. Let's see here. Okay, so I need to go back downstairs. Here's the elevator. Perfect. Good deal. Alright, so where is, oh, it's here, it's right here. Alright, let's see if this does it. I think it might. That's all 4 of them, so. Oh, look at that. That's new. So it must have done something. Ah. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, I think I see. Interesting. That's that's really interesting. I can't go any further. Oh man. Oh boy. Uh. Oh, but those can't go any further. Uh-huh. Interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, wow. That was a pretty interesting puzzle. That was cool. If you want to reach out to me on Discord, I'm Gamatroid on everything. So pretty much any platform you go to, if I'm on it, I will just be Gamatroid. So go ahead and check it out there, and yeah, if you want to shoot me a message, go for it. All right, so that's done. So now wow. Thanks, Western Fang. Appreciate it. What is that? What is that? Ah. Hi. That's interesting. Is it Greg's brother? So that's a good question. As far as coffee, I I tend to try to get organic coffee, and I tend to try to also maximize. Ooh, can I? I have some weird, creepy thing. I also try to maximize my value. So at the moment, since I live in Florida, I go to Publix, and so I either get their coffee, organic if it's on sale, or I really like this other one. I'm trying to remember the name. Wicked Joe, I think it's called. I think it's Wicked Joe. It's a pretty good value when you consider like the money for the cost. Where do I use this thing? Hold on one second. Got that. Got that. Notches. Yeah. Implant. Oh. Implant? Is that the implant? Let's see here. One second. Got it. Oh yeah, I did that. Yep. Yeah, I did that. Did that. Did that. Uh-huh. I did that. Okay. Oh. Okay. I go. Sometimes this game is extremely like obtuse and difficult to interpret. So apparently, I think that thing we just got that looks like an alien face hugger is a key. Okay, it's a key. Now, what's funny is I don't really recognize anything. We could very well be back in the first part of the game because I remember a bunch of those doors that I couldn't open, and so for all I know, we've opened. Yeah, we are. We're back in the first part of the game because it had a bunch of those doors I couldn't open because I didn't have that weird key thing. Yeah, okay. So I guess we are back in the first part of the game. That's kind of cool. Oh, it kind of circles around again. Okay. I mean, I think we are. It's hard to tell, right? Because, I mean, everything looks kind of horror-ish. But I think we're back in the first part of the game. I guess I could... I don't know if that door back there is the one I came through or not. Yeah, you think it is? It could be. Nope. That's a new door. Cool. Let me check 1 second. My... Come on 1 second. I'm just checking to verify that I was right in what I said. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry, I'll type it into the chat 1 second. 1 second here. It's not as straightforward as I thought, but my username is Gamatroid 6563, I guess. I think that's my Discord name, I believe. If you do want to send me a message there, I'll check it out after the stream. Okay, let's check behind me here. Uh-oh, something's happening. Oh, the creature that joined with me. What is it doing to me? Okay, well, I don't know what that was, but... Okay. Did that, like, upgrade my key or something? I don't know. I don't know. That's pretty cool. One thing is undeniable. This game's atmosphere is super cool, and everything looks really creepy. That part is really cool. I enjoy it. Oh, I'm back to the main room I was in the beginning. Like I said, there were a lot of doors in this part I couldn't open before, so I guess I'm definitely back there now, because that's the main room that we kind of started in. What's back over here? I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this looks familiar. I don't remember if there's anything back this way. It's been a little while since I've been here. Running down the hallway here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I guess the light on the door probably means that's the key for it. Since the light pattern is the same. Oh, another elevator. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. I don't really know. Alright, here we are. So again, for anyone watching, this is Scorn on Xbox. It is more of a puzzle game than it is any kind of like a shooter or anything like that. I originally thought it was going to be like Doom. And even though I'm holding this thing in my hands, this is not an action game. It's not a bad thing, but just don't be fooled. Okay, so we have that. I'm just kind of guessing where to go. Ooh, what's that weird, creepy thing? Something creepy. This whole game could be titled something creepy. Oh, I'm gonna get an upgrade to my key. See? 2 lights now. Ooh. Alright. So now that I have the 2 light key, flesh key, I don't know what that thing is. Let's see. Cool. Wow. Yeah, that's a room. Ah. Oh, I see. That's cool. It does heal you. Although it's not even... I mean, maybe it'll pick up more later. Thus far, it's been hard to even get damaged. Because there isn't really a lot of enemies yet. I only encountered one thing that if you didn't hit it with your gun thing here to kill it before it sprayed the steam at you, the steam or whatever it's shooting would hurt you. Did I come this way? I don't remember. Da-da-da. Maybe... Was that a circle? Oh. I don't think I've used the 2 light key yet, so this must be a new place. Or at least the way I'm supposed to go, even if it's not new. Do I have to kill that? Maybe. Okay, there's some combat. I spoke too soon. Can you... Die, dude. That's where I heal myself. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. Combat. That's the first actual combat I've had in this game. I wasn't even prepared for it to attack me. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, yeah, cut it. That was cool. I like that. I probably should be watching out for things to attack me now, because it wasn't really a problem before. Cool. Uh-oh. Speaking of attacking. Uh-oh, move, move. Uh-oh. Yeah, take that. Ow. What's in here? Alright, good. Dead. Heal. We're running out of healing. I don't know where I refill it. Figure that out eventually. The combat's very interesting. It almost feels like there shouldn't even be combat. Like, it's interesting. It's okay. That's maybe it opens that top passage as well. Yeah, I guess so. So now I gotta find a way up there. Because that seems to be the way I need to go. Uh-oh. Heads up, so I guess I need to go that way. Ow, you mother. Oh, bastard. Well, that's the end of my healing. But I went through here. But maybe I couldn't go because of the passageway? Maybe? Let's see. Which way would I go? Maybe not that way. Let's go here. Maybe it leads down to that catwalk, you think? Maybe? Let's see. Kind of thinking it does. Oop, yeah, I think so. Yep, it does. Woohoo! Look at that. Alright. Ah. Let's see what this does. Ah. Uh-oh. Dude. Stop. Ah! Ooh. So yes, I have that thing attached to me. Apparently that's how I have this gun now. The first gun didn't require someone to be attached to me, but this gun... This dude came with the gun. So... Okay. Alright. Where am I going? Is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. Could I not get out in the other one? I missed it. I was busy looking at everything else. I'm guessing maybe it's locked and that's why I didn't stay there? Or I just didn't get out? No, I just didn't get out. Okay. That's good. Okay, well, I'm here now. That's good. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see, this... Okay. Alright, very cool. Very cool. Interesting. It's locked. Okay, but it's no longer blocking my path, so I can go here. I guess down here, probably. Oh, God. Hello? Can you fire the gun? I hurt. Dead? Oh, good thing. I don't have any more health, right? No. No more healing. I don't know how I get more of those. Let's go this way. I don't know how I get more of those healing things. I could really use some because I'm all out. Those little red... There were red balls up there, and that's what the... Kind of like your healing... things. Not like I'm sure what to call them. Okay, nothing there. Kind of hope I don't encounter another one of those guys, because I kind of don't have a lot of health. And I don't even know how this game saves. It just says load, it doesn't say save, so I don't really know how... I assume it auto-saves, I don't know where, or how often. I haven't died yet, so it hasn't been a problem, but I don't know how this game saves. I guess we will find out if I die. This puzzle looks familiar. I haven't heard about the hate for this game yet, but if I had to guess, it's because people thought it was going to be Doom. So this is like the original puzzle, I guess. Like you have to do something and put it like there, or put it here, and then that arm moves it. Okay. Let's go here and see what's here. Oh! Oh, I thought I was going to move. I guess not. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, the setting is really, really interesting. And the fact that you really don't even know what's going on... I don't know if... I mean, maybe... I don't consider this kind of game scary, but... I wouldn't consider this a scary game or a horror game, but... It's very interesting, I like it a lot, and... I just don't know exactly what I would call it. Oh, there we go. Wow. That works. Okay. That was pretty interesting. Oh, God, no. Well, there we go. Get to find out how that save works, huh? Oh, Lord. Yeah, you're right. Like, it's some kind of... Okay. Well, it's time for me to retire for today anyways. However, let's continue quick. I just want to see where it left me. I don't even know where I start from. Because I haven't died yet, so it's the first time I've died. So where am I? Huh. Where did I die? Oh, I think it saved fairly recently. Right? Yeah. Right around the corner, right? Didn't I die right around here? I think. Oh, yeah, I did this with the ball that comes... Oh, okay. Oh, we didn't lose too much progress. Perfect. Alright, I like that. Not bad. Alright, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out. Really appreciate it. It was fun. Game's really cool. You know, it's a slow burn in the beginning. It's kind of obtuse. I highly suggest a walkthrough. You know, just have it up in case you want to reference it, but you don't have to, of course. It's on Game Pass, called Scorn, just came out Friday. I suggest check it out. It's pretty cool. Anyways, thanks a lot for hanging, and I will catch y'all soon. Take care.